can see my screen?
Yes,
Or you
ma'am,
want
we
to
can.
share?
You just need to click on the icon from beginning. First option.
Yeah. Okay. See, first of all, most of the students does not know what is IELTS. First thing, we have to explain what is IELTS and why they are taking IELTS, why IELTS is necessary. Let it be for academic or for a work permit or anything. Okay. First, the full form of IELTS is International Language English Language Testing System. But when we ask students what is the full form of IELTS, most of them they'll say like International English Language Testing Service, blah blah blah, all those things. But sometimes, being like have more than 20 years of experience, I have experienced that in IELTS speaking, this may be also one of the questions asking students what is IELTS and why are you taking IELTS. So we have to 100% train them what is IELTS and why we have to insist them to take IELTS. Okay. Next. Okay. So today let us see what is IELTS, who all wants to take IELTS, what is the test structure, what is the test information and course details in IELTS and IELTS test components. Okay. See what is IELTS. IELTS is nothing but it is an international English language testing system, and the test is designed to assess the language ability of the candidates who need to study or work where English is the language of communication. Basically, this IELTS is accepted in UK, Australia, Canada, Singapore, New Zealand, and very few universities in USA. And this IELTS is suitable for the people who are planning to complete their secondary education or undertake work experience or a training program in abroad. And basically, this IELTS is going to test your listening, reading, writing, and speaking skills. This also may be a speaking question because they will 100% or not 100%, like 99%, some of the examiner they have asked, what is your IELTS testing? So we have to train the students and say that the IELTS is testing your reading, listening, speaking, and writing skills. Most of them they used to say modules. That modules is used only for the TOEFL, not for the IELTS. And the students will be receiving a score on a band of 0 to 9, and this score is valid for only 2 years. And who takes IELTS? See, there are two versions of IELTS exam. One is academic and second one is general. See, basically the academic is taken by this academic is tested. That's the academic reading and the writing modules assesses whether a candidate is ready to study or train in the medium of an English at an undergraduate or a postgraduate level. So basically this IELTS academic is for the study purpose, that is for an undergraduate, postgraduate, PhD, and it's based on these result of these modules. And general, the general is basically the general training in the reading and writing module do not assess the full range of formal language skills. It emphasizes basic survival skills in a both social and educational context. It is suitable for the candidates who are going to English-speaking countries to speak their secondary education or to undertake work experience, etc. Okay, this is the test structure of the IELTS. So there are 4 sections: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So in listening, there are like 4 recordings and 40 questions, and the time given is 30 minutes, and extra 10 minutes is given for the students to transfer answer from the question paper to the answer sheet. And the content of the listening is there will be a 4 recorded monologues and the conversation. And we have to inform the students that the control of pause or rewind or forward is not given to the students. Only the headset they will be giving and they will be played. The conversation or the monologues will be played and they have to answer then and there. And for each right answer, 1 mark is given. Then there is no negative marking. That also we should inform the students. And the reading, there are 40 questions. You have 3 passages. Either those passages, it can be descriptive passage, analytical passage, factual passage, or discursive passage. And again, 40 questions and 1 mark per question. And in writing, you have 2 tasks. One is task 1 and task 2. Writing task 1 is 150 words minimum they have to write, and task 2 is 250 words minimum. And task 2 carries more weightage marking than the task 1. That is, task 1 carries only 30% of our marks, and 70% of marks is for task 2. And speaking, you have 3 questions and it is for 11 to 14 minutes. Part 1 is a question answer type, and part 2 is a speaking in details. They will be giving you a cue card or a topic card where they'll be giving you 1 minute preparation time, and you have to speak about the topic continuously for 2 minutes. And part 3 is a discussion. Now you can ask me, what is the major difference between, 100% students will ask us, what is the difference between IELTS and UKVI IELTS? So IELTS and IELTS for UKVI are same in terms of format, content, scoring, and level of difficulty. However, the test report form which contains your result is slightly different to show that you have taken the test at an official IELTS for UKVI location, which is approved by the UK Home Office for work, study, and immigration purpose. So, IELTS academic and IELTS general. See, in IELTS academic and in IELTS general, listening is for 30 minutes plus 10 minutes extra time will be given for them to transfer answer from the question paper to the answer sheet. Okay, coming to the, there will be no difference in listening and there will be no difference in the speaking. Okay, in the reading, there will be, for academic lectures, there will be 3 long passages with a task, and tests range from descriptive, factual to a discursive and analytical. And it also includes non-verbal material such as diagrams, graphs, illustrations, etc. And these texts are taken from the books, journals, and the newspaper for the academics. But in the general, there are 3 reading passages with a task. Section 1 contains 2 or 3 short factual texts, and section 2 contains 2 short work-related factual texts. And section 3 contains 1 longer text on a topic of general interest. Texts are authentic, that is, they can taken from the company handbooks or official documents, books, and newspapers. Writing tasks in academic. So task 1, they will be giving you to summarize or describe or explain about the graph, table, chart, or a diagram, and you will be given 20 minutes of a time, and you have to write minimum 150 words. But in task 1, there will be, in general, there will be a letter writing task. So for 150 words, 20 minutes time. And task 2 for both general and academic will be the same essay track task only, and minimum you have to write 250 words and 40 minutes time will be given for you. And speaking, 11 to 14 minutes for both. It will be a face-to-face interview, includes short questions, speaking at the length about the familiar topics, and a structured discussion. Okay, test information. See, if you take computer delivered IELTS UKVI, it costs 16,500 Indian, and computer delivered 16,250, and IELTS for UK visas and immigration is 16,500, and paper based is on 16,250. So students need to go and register in www.ielts.org, or they can go directly into IDP and register themselves. And these courses are valid for 2 years. So transfer and rescheduling. See, some students, if they want to reschedule, they can reschedule before 15 days. So you can reschedule your IEL test only if the test date is at 15 days from the date on which you are applying for transfer. For 34 days and above, you can reschedule without stating any reasons. Okay. For cancellation, again, there should be at least 15 days of cancellation time, and you should give a proper documents why you are cancelling the examination, and the money will be refunded between 8 to 10 days. So this is like we are suggesting, like students, they can even take TOEFL, PTE, Duolingo, and these are the exam format. And if you see, like IELTS is conducted by IDP, TOEFL is conducted by Education Testing System, that is called as ETS, PT is conducted by Pearson, and Duolingo is conducted by Duolingo. And formats in IELTS, you have both computer delivered and paper based. And TOEFL IBT, it is an online. PT is a computer based. Again, Duolingo is an online. And the duration for IELTS is 161 to 164 minutes, and TOEFL IBT is 170 to 180 minutes, and PT is 144 to 191 minutes, and Duolingo is just 1 hour. And the exam fees is given, and the result declaration for IELTS, if you are going to take computer based, it will be delivered within 3 to 5 working days. If it is paper pencil, it will be delivered 13 working days. And TOEFL IBT, it would take 10 days, and PT 5 working days, and Duolingo 48 hours. Within 48 hours, we will be getting result. And score ranging for IELTS, it's a band score of 0 to 9. And TOEFL, it is score of 0 to 120. And PT, it is a score of 0 to 90. And Duolingo, it is a score of 10 to 160 points. Let us discuss about the IELTS test component. See, IELTS general or academic. These are the general rules and the guidelines. At the end, each candidate will be given 10 minutes to copy the answer onto the answer sheet. So only this is in the case of paper pencil, but it will not be given in the computer based test. Then and there you have to write the answer in the answer sheet. And then spelling is very important. They can write the spelling either in British or in an American spelling, but you should stick in one type. Suppose if you are going to use a British slang, you have to write it fully. Suppose if you are going to use an American slang, you have to write it in American slang. For example, COLOR, color, it is for American. COLOUR is for British. So it's like that. And 4 sections, 40 questions. So for example, in section 1, a conversation between 2 speakers in a social or semi-official context. And in section 2 and in section 1, again you will have 2 breaks. So in recording, you will be hearing like kindly look into the answer for a question from 1 to 5. And second, again they will give some time and they will say kindly look into the question from 5 to 10. And in section 2, again it is a monologue, a talk by a single speaker based on a non-academic situation. It can be a film or it can be a play, or they can be a guide to the tour or excursion or anything like that. And section 3, it is a conversation, 4 speakers based on the academic topics or course related situations. And section 4 is an academic lecture. It's a monologue, a university style lecture or a talk based on the anthropology, morphology, sociology, history, geography, economics, or anything. And IELTS reading, different of academic and the training modules. General rules and guidelines, all the candidates are required to read the 3 texts of between 2150 to 2750 words. The text and the question increases in difficulty. Basically, task part 3 in academic reading will be very difficult. Okay. And all the answers should be recorded on the answer sheet within 60 minutes of time. Each question is worth 1 mark. There is no negative marking and no penalty for the wrong answers. And spelling is very important. No transfer time will be given. And IELTS reading components. These IELTS reading, again, it is taken only from the books, magazine, journals, newspaper, notices, advertisement, common handbooks, and guidelines. All written for a non-specialist audience. At least one of the texts contains a detailed argument. Okay. And then in academics, that is, in general, if you see, First two tasks will be like a tabular column, and the task 3 only will be a running passage. And there are different types of questions, like say like about 14 to 16 types of question in your reading in your reading section. It can be like true or false type, yes, no, not given, multiple choice, matching the heading, note completion, table completion, summary completion, sentence completion. So they have to go each and everything, and very difficult part in IELTS, if you ask me, it is only the reading part. And the writing task. See, basically in task 1 in academic IELTS presents a table, graph, chart, or a diagram. The candidate must describe and explain the data and describe the stages of process or describe an event or an object. So 150 words approximately they have to write, and the given time is 20 minutes. And in task 1, it is a letter writing. It can be a formal, informal, or a semi-formal letter writing. And task 2, it is same for both academic and the general IELTS, where an essay is response to the point of view, whether it can be an argumental or expository type of a essay or a problem essay or anything. And you should write approximately 250 words, and the time given for the writing task 2 is 40 minutes. And last one is IELTS speaking. And the first question in your speaking section will be like, introduce yourself, or speak about yourself, or talk about yourself. Tell me something about yourself. This is the first speaking question in your IELTS exam. Let it be IELTS general or an IELTS academic. So the students, when the student enters the exam room, smile, and they should act very confident. Like they should be, whatever question asked, I can speak. They should be in a very confident, and look at the exam, and eye to eye contact should be there. Confidently they should introduce oneself and eliminate the nervous. No gestures are given, and they should speak clearly, and students should know in speaking they are not going to test their intellectual level, or they are not going to test their knowledge level. They are just going to test how fluent they are, the flow of English. That is very important in your IELTS speaking. See, there are 3 minutes, that 4 to 5 minutes questions will be there. And first question, like for example, they can, what is your favorite food? Next question, they can, why that is your favorite food? So how long you have been eating that food? Where you like to have the food? Why not? So this will be a basic type of a question in task 1. In task 2, they will be giving you a topic card or a cue card, and the question will be written in that, and they will be giving you 1 minute preparation time, where you have to speak about the topic continuously for 2 minutes. And part 3 will be a discussion topic based on the second one. Okay, that's it. That's all about the IELTS. So if you have any questions, you can ask, please.